Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, we're getting back to Monday motivation. That's right, we're back. A little cheer. You already know what's up. So, you know, for a lot of you guys already that continually follow me and know what's up, you guys already know I did a live stream already last week, and today, well, it's Monday, and I've decided to wake you guys up with another Monday motivation. Now, I haven't made these in a very long time. In fact, I even told you guys, oh, I don't want to do these anymore. I stopped making them. I went through like this whole thing, and you know, I've been very busy. In fact, you haven't seen me at all, period. Not just on this channel, but you've only been seeing me on my travel channel and during the podcast. But I have stopped literally to, you know, making videos, not just on this channel, but on other platforms, you know. And you know, there's a whole story behind that. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna be talking about it. But before we get too deep into the episode, you know, Garyvee, you know, literally called me a few minutes before I started this, and he said, hey, I heard you doing a Monday motivation. I don't know how he heard, but he just heard. And he said, hey, I want to be a part of your video like I always am. And I said, you know what, brother? I love you, Gary. You're the best. You're awesome. A lot of you guys, a lot of people love you out there too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in this episode multiple times. So without further ado, let's throw it to Gary for a minute and see what he has to say about Monday morning. And then from there, we're going to take it. We're going to take it from there.
So it's early Monday morning, and I've been wanting to make a Monday morning video for a long time, and finally, D-Rock, we're doing it. So real quick, this is just a rant, very simple, and something that I want you to pass on or watch every Monday morning, because the level of complaining is unacceptable. Look, what if I told you this was the last Monday morning of your life? What if I told you you die this week? Would you complain about your crap job or that test you don't want to take? I doubt it. You would go much higher level thinking. Well, that's really what it takes. It takes understanding that if you're not pumped right now, if you're begrudging what you're about to do, if you're not looking forward to it, look, I respect practicality. You gotta go through school because your parents want to. You gotta pay your rent. You got student loans, I get it. But please recognize the world we're living in. We're living in a world where there's so much more opportunity. This internet thing created way more opportunity for all of us, way more. I mean, look, you might not even be alive. Like, your mom and dad could have had sex like 3 minutes later and you wouldn't even exist, and you're complaining. You could have ended up being a bus, a tree. I just don't get the mentality of being head down sad on a Monday morning. I'm gonna make Monday morning my bitch. I'm gonna make you Saturday Monday morning. That's what I wanna do every morning, and that's what I want from you. Please, take a step back and think about how awesome it actually is. And then recognize that you can attack the world in a totally different way because you were lucky enough to be born during this era. Fuck you, Monday.
All right, as you guys already see from Gary, he makes no bones about it. He is not interested in excuses. He's not interested in, you know, any of that tutti fruit talk about Mondays. In fact, you already know what's up, what he thinks about Mondays. Same thing as me. I love Mondays. Monday is actually one of my favorite days of the week. And today is Monday, believe it or not. I'm actually filming this on Monday, getting ready for everything I have on my plate going forward. And you're gonna be watching this the next Monday. By the time you're watching this, I'm already, you know, back into 5th gear. As you're watching this, I'm trying to get out of neutral, pop this thing back into 1st gear, and get back on track. But as you guys already know, it takes baby steps. It's one step at a time. It's not, you know, I do a lot of motivational stuff, and I used to do a lot of motivational stuff. And at first, you know, a lot of you guys, well, not at first, always, you guys are always asking me, well, oh, it's easy for you because you've already done this and you've already done that, and it's just so much harder for me because XYZ excuse, XYZ reason. It's so much harder for me. It's hard for me, easy for you, and all this other stuff. And the thing is, it's like, well, no, it's hard for me too. In fact, again, that's what we're gonna be talking about today. We have a lot to talk about today, but it's not easy for me. I make it look easy, sure, I get it. You can also make it look easy, but at the end of the day, you gotta put in that work, and you gotta, you know, want it bad enough. It's as simple as that. You know, a lot of people just don't want it bad enough. And, you know, it is what it is now. The reason I'm making this video, sorry, I just wanna make sure there's no cars behind me. I wanna make sure I can cross the street, right? But the real reason I'm making this video more than anything else is because, well, there's a lot of you, first of all, there's a lot of you guys that just only follow me on this channel, and you probably haven't seen me in a long time. There's a lot of you guys that know me from all the channels, and you guys watch me on all the channels. But the thing is, I've been putting a lot more work and effort and thought into making the videos about living out here in Mexico for a lot of reasons. But ever since I've been here, and my audience on the other channel, you know, my audience on the travel channel has grown and grown, and I meet so many of you guys. You know, by the way, so this is just for the travel stuff, but you know, for any one of you guys out there that know, you guys know I'm constantly bombarded by a lot of you guys, you know, wanting to meet up, wanting to talk, wanting to chat, wanting to do all kinds of things. And in fact, I've gotten so many requests that I've had to create these meetups, you know, these about once or twice a month. I mean, once or once every 2 months, at least once a month we try to have these meetups, you know, where all of you guys that want to meet me and meet each other can gather, you know what I mean, at this one particular place. You know, we always change it up, and we all get to meet, party, have fun, and get to know each other. All right, and so, you know, with that being said, ever since I've been doing these meetups, I've kind of come to the realization, because everybody talks to me, but the main thing that everybody tells me is that the main impact I ever had on them has been the motivation, the motivational factor behind all this. And it's kind of crazy, because it doesn't, it obviously, it doesn't even seem to matter what I talk about. It seems like at the end of the day, the motivational aspect to all this, you know what I mean, where I motivate you guys to get off your ass and do whatever it is you got to do. Everyone's a little different. Some of you guys is to move out here to Mexico. Some of you guys is to get your financial stuff in order. Some of you guys is to get your you know, your life in order. Some of you guys is to break up from a toxic relationship. You know, it doesn't matter. There's like a million reasons, a million things as to why a lot of you guys, you know, reach out to me and want to chat with me and talk to me, or watch my content. Actually, more than anything, that's what I was trying to get at. There's a lot of reasons why a lot of you guys watch my content, but it always seems to kind of come full circle, as we circle back to that, where it's all about the motivation aspect. You know what I mean? In one shape, form, or another, it's all about that motivational aspect to the whole thing, where that's what you guys always want to thank me for. That's what you guys are so thankful and grateful for. That is the reason you guys enjoy my content so much. So as I have been, you know, again, going through my own little thing out here, in my own life, I've come to the realization that, man, not only am I good at it and I like the whole motivational aspect of the things that I do, but it's needed. It seems to be like that's like the main thing that you guys are really, you know, that you guys really watch me for and are interested in, and all this other stuff. Again, one shape, form, or another. And that makes me feel really good, man. It makes me feel really, really happy, because it's, you know, man, you know, it's good to be good at something. You know what I mean? Even if it's just convincing people, to convince people to do what they already wanted to do, or need to do, or have to do. So that's always great. In fact, you know, let's get back. I mean, because I know a lot of you guys, this is the first episode back, really, you know what I mean, in a while. And even though we had the live stream on Wednesday, you know, that's all over the place as always. By the way, we're back to every single Wednesday having a live stream. Every single Monday we're gonna have a Monday motivation, and let me see what else I throw into the channel. All right, I'm probably gonna be uploading my podcast up here, you know, not all of them, but at least enough so you guys can get a look at them, have an idea as to what else I'm doing out there. Because again, if you guys like this, or you like any of my content, I think you'll love that at the end of the day. So, you know, that's like one of the things that we're going to be doing on this channel. Okay, at the very least, we're going to bring in all that. But a lot of people a lot of you guys are asking me, or wondering, or have been wondering, where have I been? Why have I been so busy? How come I haven't been making content? And so on and so forth. So again, guys, I do 2 podcasts a week, and I also upload at least 2 episodes on my other channel. But you're right, I mean, I still do more. I mean, I still used to do more. I used to do a lot of stuff on this channel. I had the cooking channel and so many other things that I used to do that I haven't done. And the reality is like this. Ever since I started, I don't know, doing really good on YouTube, I guess, you know what I mean? I started realizing, well, let me see what else I can do. Let me see what else I have to offer. Let me see what else there is for me out there. And even though I was able to come out of the hole, because, you know, I was very, again, anyone that's been watching my channel forever, you guys already know I've been through all kinds of things. And long story short, you know, just like a lot of people out there, we hit, I don't want to say rock bottom, but, you know, I got pretty close to the bottom, and this channel helped me, you know, helped save me, helped me push ahead and go ahead and all that stuff. But ever since I don't know, it's been about a year and a half now, things have been going so well and so great and so wonderful as to the necessity for me to make content on this channel, and how I make content on this channel and things like that have changed dramatically for many reasons. And so the reality is that, like, as things have gotten better in my life personally, well, the content has also changed. And so, you know, a lot of times when I'm making content and doing stuff for, you know, for this channel in particular, it's a little bit how do I say, it's a little different nowadays, because before I was talking more about the struggle, living in my struggle, being in the struggle, you know, going through all of these things about living life. And then I realized, you know, I mean, as things started getting better, it was a lot harder for me to talk about the struggle and living in the struggle and being into the struggle. But it's only because, you know, again, my life had changed, and the things that I wanted, that I was doing in my own life had also changed. And so I couldn't be taking the camera everywhere, you know, doing all the things that I was doing. And so therefore I was dedicating a lot of my time, my life, my everything to these new endeavors. And there's a lot of endeavors. You guys already know, I've been talking about everything from getting land to buying property to, you know, all those little side hustles and businesses for anyone that knows me. And I got some things going, some things failed, some things succeeded. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm out here doing things. But as I'm every single day, as things in my life get busier and busier, and I have less and less time to dedicate to these videos and doing the content and doing these things that I love to do, I started to realize really quickly, oh, wait a minute, I don't like doing any of these other things that I'm doing. I mean, a few of them I do, you know, but for the most part, again, like I always tell you guys, you gotta be honest with yourself, and it's all about honesty and all this other stuff. The reality is like, when I was being honest with myself, I'm realizing, oh, wait a minute, I'm just trying to break away from the whole YouTube thing, because I wanted, you know, wanted to see what I can do, all these, you know, just all these things in your head. Everybody has always some excuse or some reason or some whatever for doing what they do. But long story short, you know, coming full circle, I realized, oh, wait a minute. This is what makes me happy. This is what made me happy to begin with. This is what always made me happy. This is what helped me in my worst times, and now it's helping me even in my best times. As I'm, again, it's always a cycle, right? So as things started getting better, well, you know what I mean? Things started to change, and then all of a sudden, me not making content for this channel started putting me in a little bit of a slump. And then that's when I really started to realize and think to myself, oh, wait a minute, things are not how they used to be, and that they're much soul searching and much you know, inner work and being honest with yourself and all this other stuff. I realized very quickly what I needed to do. And what I needed to do was just to get back on the horse, get back to doing what I love, get back to, you know, making these videos and talking about the things that I love to talk about. And, you know, again, just getting back to, you know, back in the groove of things. And to me, again, the hardest part for what I'm doing now is just getting back on that horse. The first day, which is, again, today, literally today. But when you realize, like, at least for me personally, that, well, this is what I want to do, and I have two choices here: either keep doing the other endeavors, which are great and wonderful, and they're going to bring me all kinds of awesomeness. I could do that, you know, which again is still up in the air as to what the final outcome of those things could be, or I could stick to what I know, what I love, and what has really brought me all the wealth that I've always wanted, which is doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? It's not, remember, I talk about it's not about the money. It's about that wealth. It's about that quality of life. It's about all of these things that I've always loved. And so the main reason why I stopped making so much content is because I got burnt out. But I didn't get burnt out to the point where I didn't want to make any more content. I just got burnt out like anything else. It's like if, you know, you might love tacos, but you have one too many tacos every single day for a long time, you probably don't want any more tacos for a while. You might want to switch it up to pizzas and hamburgers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean you hate tacos. You just need a break. That's all. So, you know, in a sense, I've already took my break. I've already, you know, realized that this is what I love to do, in every capacity. You know, whether it's you know, chatting to you guys about motivation, chatting to you guys about random things, which again, by the way, I don't talk about the things that I used to talk about all the time on my channel because, well, we've been living these crazy things and, well, nobody listens. And, you know, I want people to listen, you know, so I don't mind repeating myself. I'm kind of used to that. I used to be a chef, I used to be a boss, and you know, it's just a glorified babysitter. But at the end of the day, you know, for me at least, I don't mind repeating things. I don't mind, you know, going and, in a sense, almost beating a dead horse. By the way, Lambo's fine. But at the end of the day, it's about repetition. It's about consistency. It's about, you know, hitting it, what is it, at full blast every single day, every single time. And the only way that you can really go 100% all the time is by simply loving what you do. And this is why it was so easy to get back on the horse, because, well, I kind of love what I do. I just got to get back on the horse. It's like, again, you can love to work out, but if you stop working out and for enough amount of time, it gets hard to get back on track. But once you do, it's like riding a bike. It's like you never forgot, like you never left, like you never anything. So it's the same old thing. And that's kind of it. You know what I mean? Honestly, you know, I just celebrated my 40th birthday a couple days ago. I just celebrated so many awesome and amazing and fun accomplishments that I've been, I mean, not just that I've accomplished in the last 40 years of my life, but especially in the last, like, not just decade, but last 5 years of my life. And a lot to thank, you know, the universe for, and a lot to, you know, just realize, wow, you know what I mean? Life is good. Look at this guy right here. Hey buddy, how's it going? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. But, you know, just living that life, you know what I mean? Living the life. And I was overcomplicating my life. I was adding too many things to my plate from the buffet that I didn't want to eat. And it kind of led me astray. But you know what? I'm a big boy. I was able to clear my plate. We're back to square one. I'm about to hit the buffet again. And I've learned a lot. I've learned, you know, what to get from the buffet. I've learned what not to get from the buffet. I've learned many things so that I don't overwhelm myself too much. I don't get too full on one particular thing, and I can spread myself equally and evenly throughout all of the things that I do, because again, I love making content. And after meeting so many of you throughout this year for so many reasons, because that's another thing too, every time I meet you guys, some of you guys meet me because of the content I made on this channel. Some of you guys meet me because of the travel channel. Some of you guys actually meet me because of the podcast, which, by the way, shout out to you, high five. You know, you get a special reward, trust me, for any podcast only listeners out there. And again, even going back to the cooking channel, some of you guys, even the cooking channel wasn't like a big thing compared to the other channels. Still, you know what I mean? Like, it's so cool. But at the end of the day, like, just going back to all that, it's all about that motivational thing, you know, where if one of you guys watch my cooking channel, well, motivated you to make something in your kitchen. If the video that you guys actually saw of mine was me moving out here to Mexico with only $1,500 to my name, well, and guess what? That motivated you enough, you know, to do that, to move out here, or to move to any other part of the world, or to better your situation. If the motivation came from, you know, again, you know, me telling you, you know, literally everything that's happening right now, when you first heard it 2 years ago, and finally seeing it come true, and maybe that was the motivator, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. The point I'm making is that, you know, it's all about that motivation. And that motivation, you know, is a very, very important tool, and especially in today's world where, you know, when when things are a little bit tougher, that motivation is a lot easier, because, well, you gotta, there's no thinking about motivation. You're just thinking about eating and surviving and pushing forward. But when we're living in today's world in which they give us all of these awesome things, but they take away the real thing that we need to survive, which is freedom and liberty and all these other things, that's when things, you know, people start, you know, kind of spinning among themselves like a top, and they don't really know where to go or what to do. But it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, guys, you know, I've already recorded enough here to make an episode. So, you know, with that being said, I think I'm gonna end it there, because, you know, it feels good to be back. It feels good to be chatting with you guys again. It feels good to be live, you know, on the YouTubes. And it just feels good to be all around. And look, guys, if you enjoy this kind of content, you enjoy this kind of stuff, you already know what to do. Literally, I have content. The idea will be to have content every single day. All depends on the channel, but every single day making content. And it's up to you to check out my website, check out all the information down below to see where the content is coming up. So every Tuesday and Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, I go live on YouTube and do the podcast. Once we do the podcast, I upload it to your favorite podcasting app, so you can listen to me on Spotify, on Apple iTunes, or whatever other thing. I'm going to be making videos on this channel, so you know, Monday Motivation, and we have the Wednesday live stream, which I do during the day. And then we're probably going to have another 1 or 2 videos on this channel, and then, you know, eventually the travel channel. The travel channel, I try to put up a video during the week and then 1 during the weekend, so we got 2 on that channel. And last but not least, we got the cooking channel, which I'm gonna be back on the horse. Once I get everything else, you know, back to where it needs to be, I'm going back to cooking. I'm getting back to cooking because, you know what, I cook all the time now. I'm actually cooking more than I ever have, and I'm just doing it at home privately. And I even got the whole studio set up. I got all kinds of things set up, you know, to cook again live. And I can't wait to bring all that, you know, back to you guys. So with that being said, I'm already here. I got a few things I got to do. It's already getting late, and that's it, guys. It's a long enough episode. So I'm gonna leave you guys at the end of this video with some more words from Garyvee, which are very important, because these are the words that basically got me to do this again. Because I hate Fridays, but I love Mondays. And I know a lot of you guys are like, what? I hate Mondays and I love Fridays. Well, that's what we're gonna talk about now, or what Garyvee is gonna talk about as I end this. So you already know what's up, guys. If you enjoy this kind of content, you already know what to do. Don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit that bell icon. But more importantly than anything else, please stay awesome. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget, we got Garyvee coming up. Let me let him, you know, do the little outro. Bye, and see you on Wednesday. Bye, guys.
If you actually are happy it's the weekend, or are pumped to go on vacation, your shit is broken. If you hate your Monday through Friday, you're in big trouble.
Exactly.
You're in big fucking trouble. I fucking hate Friday. I really do. I'm blown away by people celebrating the end of the week. It breaks my heart. My friends like live for Friday night. Yeah. Like they know they get the week, like Monday morning's the worst. Like at its basic form, if you genuinely celebrate Friday, you need to rethink your entire fucking game. To live your life where you love Friday night, Saturday and Sunday, and despise Monday through Thursday or Friday morning is devastating to me, because you're wasting too much of your life. And I'm trying to put pressure on the conversation to say, if you love Friday that much, then you need to really look at Monday through Thursday. If you literally start your week being sad and it gets progressively better, you have a problem. We spend way too much time in our lives doing our jobs. And when you're spending more than half your life working, it's important that that thing is on point. It's just a math game. If you're spending 83% of your time, 72% of your time, 64% of your time on something you hate, that's devastating. How do people not understand that when you eliminate sleeping, it is what you do? You basically live to work. Mm-hmm. If you're unhappy, where are you going? If you are like running to Friday night, that means you're miserable Monday through Friday, and I lived that life. I used to run to Friday when I was in school, and I hated Sunday night with my entire heart. I lived for snow days for like a decade. Like for a decade, the only thing I gave a fuck about was, please can a nor'easter come through and eliminate school. The thought that that is so many people's work lives, which will be the disproportionate percentage of how they live their lives, breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. I'm not making this video to cheer how lucky I am or how cool it is that I love what I'm doing. I just don't understand why people relegate into losing mentality and just thinking they can't. You can't because you want to be on the bowling team or softball or play video games. That's why you can't. There's plenty of time, get shit done. Now you watch a little Garyvee, you get a little motivated, you decide to actually work on Friday night, but then you wake up Saturday, right? And you're feeling good, and then you grab your phone and you go on Instagram, and the first thing you see is your boys or the people that you look up to in the club, pretty girls, jewelry, and money, and all of a sudden, you're FOMO'd out. You know, motivation's exciting, but the practicality of an execution is even more importantly, and so I sit here today and I make this video. If I can get one person to be like, fuck, he's right, like what the hell am I doing here? Friday cannot be the best day of the week, because if it is, you've already lost, and you need to figure out how to fix that, and whether that's side hustle from 7 p.m. to midnight, and whether that's networking from 7 to 9 p.m. with other job opportunities, and whether that's taking a financial step backwards to take a job that you love that you can grow up into, please recognize the world we're living in. This is not your grandpappy's life. We have the internet. You can make shit happen. You can build businesses or side hustles. Your grandparents couldn't do the things you can do. Your grandparents didn't have the internet. Your grandparents couldn't be practical 9 to 5, then come home, you know, do their family thing, and then from 7 p.m. to 2 in the morning, do something online that could have been the thing that switched them out of their 9 to 5 and created their freedom. They didn't have that option. We do. Everybody in this room does. We live in a 24/7 world. And people get mad at me again because like, Gary, fucking I look forward to the weekends, I love my family, it's not all about money, you're such an asshole, it's family. I'm like, no, you're not listening. I'm talking about if you genuinely dislike what you do so much that you beg for Friday. And the only way you're gonna work 15 hours a day and pay that sacrifice to be away from your loved ones and travel and hustle is if you're doing something around a subject matter that you live and breathe and die for. Please take this permission, this energy to start trying, and don't give up. Be patient. Please do not waste the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years of your life and allocate 30, 40, 50, 60% of your time to something that you cheer to end each and every week.